Welcome to my little 5-minute Christmas special. I've got some little Christmas bunting things that I've made using a continuous chain on the sewing machine, and I wanted to show you how to make them. I absolutely love making these, and I love showing people how to make them and doing little workshops as well. They're just such a lot of fun. I've got a few examples here, but what you're going to end up with is a little chain, and on each part, maybe a few centimeters apart, you can add whatever you want. A really nice little Christmassy decoration or a gift as part of a card for somebody. So what I've done is I've cut out words that I've printed off on the computer, or I've taken words or little let me show you, little cute little pictures from Christmas magazines that might have come through the door. Isn't that just the cutest little polar bear with a scarf on? And I've also cut out little bits of fabric that I've got here, so little leaves and any shapes, round leaves. I've got gold stars that I had. These are my printed out sheets. I've got also, if you go somewhere like the Range or even like a supermarket or whatever, in the little stationery bit, they have little little packs of ready-made Christmas little fabric decorations and things. So you might get a wee pack of them next time you're shopping. So what you want to do is just get whatever colours you want and get to the machine so that you can create a lovely continuous chain. Once you've made them, it's a really good idea to put them on bits of card so that they don't get tangled if you're giving them as a gift. And also you could write your little Christmas message if it's a gift to somebody here. So it's a nice alternative maybe to a Christmas card. And also quite often I sew on little buttons as well. Anything you've got really kicking around that you want to use. So when you're at your machine, what we want to do is get the continuous chain going. So here's the machine. I've got a normal, just old-fashioned normal sewing machine. I've got my 2 threads ready to go. I've got a yellow top thread and a dark green spool. So the most important thing is to engage the presser foot, the tension. Put the tension down. And then you want to hold gently in your left hand your 2 strands of thread. Then I would turn the wheel towards you and sink the stitch and complete a stitch. And then slowly on a small size stitch, I'm just selecting on my machine stitch length here, about a 2.5 size stitch. No smaller than that and not too big. And then now that you've completed a couple of stitches, you want to just start sewing. And as you sew, you want to pull, not too tight, but with steady tension on your thread. And there you can see you're creating a stripy, continuous chain. So you want to run enough off so that it definitely seals the end. So you can maybe cut off the threads that are not the continuous chain. And there you have your continuous chain. And then you're ready to start adding the magic. So you want to choose some of the things that you want to add. So I would take maybe a leaf and maybe a berry, crazy pink berry, and maybe a little motif or something I've written or printed out, and maybe stack it all together. And then what you're going to do is lift the presser foot just enough to get it underneath. And then you would continue sewing until you get to the other side. When you get to the other side, again, a nice grip, you want to pull your continuous chain. And when you've sewn maybe about, I don't know, whatever you want, 5 or 6 centimeters, something like that, you're ready to do your next one. So grab something else that you want to put on. I've got little balls here I've cut out, like a giant kind of ball, and I've got maybe another little colour on here, and I'm just going to sew across. And when I get to the other side, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to do another one. What have I got? I've got a star here, and I've got a bit of grey, and I'm going to put another little message on here. What have I got? What have I got? Oh, I'm going to put my polar bear on here. So you would put your polar bear on here and sew across the top. Now the one thing that's worth remembering, listen to that, just so cute, he's in a star, is you want to sew across, making sure you do have the balance so that you sew slightly to the top third of whatever you're sewing, just so that when it's hanging, it's going to hang the right way up and not be kind of upside down. So you're kind of wanting a bit of regularity. So I'm going to sew across, and again I'm just gently pulling, and then I'm just going to do some little quick extras. Oh, I've got a nice star here. So again, you lift and just start sewing on whatever you're making. Pull it out, and now I'm going to do a lovely long chain. You would obviously want to make this with lots of other things to make it a longer string. Cut it, and there you have a beautiful little string of a wee message for someone. Look, with the cutest little polar bear in there. And the last little bit to do is to make sure you do it so you can hang it up in your house on a little nail or over something that you can just get a grip on in your house, like on the bottom of a shelf or on a drawing pin. So you want to make a loop. So you just want to do a slip knot to create a knot into there, and then you're ready. Oh, pull that, there we go. So you've created a little knot that you're going to be able to use to hang that up, and the same on the other side. And the last little bit you might want to do is, if you've got any kind of stickers kicking around, stars, things like that, why not just add a few of those? You'll probably be amazed what you can find in your house or whatever, just in your Christmas box even. And just put some little fun glittery stars on, whatever you want. And I just think that's great fun. So I wanted to show you that, using a continuous chain to make a little fun Christmas decoration that you can hang up and add a little bit of cheer this Christmas.